Look at her, she's spittin' nerdy. Look at her, she's spittin' nerdy. Can't you see she's spittin' nerdy? Look at her, she's spittin' nerdy.
Good morning, everyone. Today is a default rest day because I am out in the middle of nowhere in the desert for a drifting event with my boyfriend. He does car stuff and goes fast in circles, not in circles, around a little track. He drifts. So we're at a drifting event and I am here. And there is no gym. So today is a rest day. I asked you guys on Instagram if you wanted me to vlog today and y'all said yes. But now that I have the camera out, I'm realizing this is gonna be difficult because the cars are very loud. So I don't really know how I'm gonna talk to you, but we will make this work. I slept literally right here in the back of this truck last night and got very little sleep. So I am quite tired today, but I still think it's gonna be a fun day. Gonna go in some fast cars, do some fun things, and yeah, it's gonna be good. So if you're excited for the zoom, please give this video a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification button. Let's go race some cars. These kind of events are not very accommodating when it comes to gluten-free food, so I literally packed like a bag and 2 coolers full of food, so I think I'm all set. Hopefully I don't starve to death. So I'm starting out the day with a Rebel Maca Mocha, which I literally only just realized does not actually have coffee. I got it because I knew I wasn't gonna get a lot of sleep and would need caffeine, but there's no actual like mocha part to the mocha. Hello!
Hi, race cars.
The boyfriend who races the cars. Yay! Ew, there's something chunky in here. I don't think I shook it well enough. It says to shake really well. No, shake a lot.
Shake a lot.
Like more than you think. I'm scared I'm gonna get hit. Thank you.
Shaking a lot.
Until your lungs give out. Sing the scene, it's a dance race. This ain't the scene, it's a dance. Now you sing the scene, it's a dance race. This ain't the scene, it's a dance race. Sing the scene, it's a dance race. Everybody's born, believes, catch another.
Things broke as per usual on the racetrack. There was a little repair break. Hey there. How's it going down there?
My ECU came unstuck. By unstuck, I mean I didn't put it back in its spot, and I forgot to bring the bracket that it was in.
That doesn't sound good?
It's the brain of the car.
Oh, yeah, that's really not good.
Really bad.
Okay. It's time for a little breakfast. I stocked up, like I have all of the goods. This is probably way more than I need, but I have some oatmeal. I think I'm gonna go with that. And I also brought some fruit, so I think I'm gonna add that on top. Yeah, raspberries will do the job. It is very, very loud out there, as you may have guessed, so I have retreated into the truck to chat with y'all, bring you up to speed on my little reverse diet process, because this week was probably the hardest week for me just physically. I would say the most challenging week was like the second week where I gained like 6 pounds overnight and was freaking out about gaining a ton of weight so suddenly. That ended up being totally fine. But this week, I have just struggled to eat 2,300 calories. It has been physically very difficult for me to eat enough, which I know sounds kind of ridiculous to a lot of people, especially because 2,300 calories is like not that much, especially for a normal sized human. Like I am small. I'm 5'2". I'm like, what am I now? Like closer to 120 pounds. Like, I don't need a lot of calories anyway. I'm a small human, so 2,300 calories is actually quite a bit for someone my size. But that aside, like, I am the kind of person, I could definitely eat 2,700 calories, 3,000 calories in one day, no problem. But the issue that I've been running into is just being in a constant surplus and just always overeating. Like, I am technically overeating because I'm eating more than I need to maintain my weight. And one of your body's main drives is to stay in homeostasis. So when you do overeat, your body will downregulate your hunger the next day so that you eat less, assuming you're eating intuitively. That's why once you get to like where you want to be, eating intuitively is a fantastic way to like go about your life, because your body's really good at telling you when you need to eat, when you should stop eating, if you should be more hungry one day, if you need to be less hungry another day. But since I'm forcing my body to change, I have to force my body into a surplus every single day. And my body's just like, Marissa, we don't know what to do with these calories. Stop! And until now, it has been a little bit challenging. Like, my digestion has not been optimal. I'm very clearly like not hungry ever. I'm just constantly full. But this week, it started to get to the point where not even pizza and ice cream sounded good to me. Like, that always sounds good to me. There was nothing that I wanted to even be able to hit my calories. And I think the main reason I ran into this issue is because I started eating more protein than I was eating before. So this whole time I've been aiming for roughly 100 grams of protein. And at the beginning of this week, I was averaging like 120, 130 grams of protein, which is not like an insanely high amount of protein, especially given that that's about 1 gram per pound of body weight for me. But it's just a lot more than my body was used to. And protein is like the most satiating thing that you can eat. And so I not only was eating in a surplus, but I was also eating things that were particularly satiating. And so at the beginning of this week, I did start to feel like I was force feeding myself. And so I kind of took a step back and tried to evaluate the situation. I looked at my macros and realized that I was consistently overeating protein. So I've started to eat a little bit less protein than my goal has been. And I think that has really helped. And then another thing that I did is, as soon as I realized that there was a day where I was too full, I could not hit my calories without making myself feel sick, I was like, okay, I won't hit my calories today. And so I decided for this week to not worry at all about hitting my calories on specific days, and instead just, if I was too full, let myself be under. And then I know that in a few days I will be hungry enough because the body regulates itself. Like, I will have that hunger back. And so that's what I've been doing, and that has actually really helped. So for a few days at the beginning of this week, I was actually a couple hundred calories under. Like, I was just too full, could not hit my calories, but I let that happen. And then a few days later, my hunger came back, and now I think my average for this week right now is 2,300 calories. And this is why when people ask me what macro ratio they should be following, I tell them to eat what works best for their body. Assuming you're still in like the healthy ranges for all the macros, you know, you need to be eating a certain amount of fat, you need to be consuming a certain amount of protein. As long as you're getting like your daily requirements, eating whatever you feel best eating for your goals is going to help you get to your goals faster. So for me right now, I need to kind of make sure I don't go over 100 grams of protein, because that makes it a lot harder for me to hit my total calories. And then I've also found that eating higher carb, lower fat is also very necessary, because I cannot eat enough if most of my calories are coming from fat. And this is basically entirely opposite to how I eat when I'm just trying to maintain or I'm trying to cut, because generally overall I feel much better on a higher fat diet, lower carb diet. Like, before I started this, I was eating between 100 and 150 grams of carbs a day. Now I'm eating over 300 grams of carbs a day, and I felt really good doing that, and it also really helped me stick to my calorie goals and also just feel really good in general. So whether you're trying to lose fat, build muscle, maintain your weight, if you are tracking your macros and you're worried about whether or not your macros are optimal for what your goal is, make sure that they're optimal for your body. Make sure that you feel really good. If you're trying to lose fat and you're doing a low carb diet and you feel horrible, or you don't feel satiated and it's making you binge all the time, that's not gonna work very well for you. It works well for me, but that's not gonna work for you. I could rant about this for like another 20 minutes. In fact, I do have an entire video dedicated to how to figure out your perfect macros for your body and your goals, so I will link that down in the description. And it is really freaking hot in this truck, so I'm just gonna stop my rant now and link that video and get out of here, because I'm like, my face is sweating off. This is really uncomfortable. This is where we will sleep tonight instead of in the truck because the truck is uncomfortable. So I just made the tent bed. It's all nice and ready to be slept in at night, but I can't find my phone. And I think I made my phone into the bed. I just went and stole my boyfriend's phone so I could call myself. Hopefully I can find it. I feel it vibrating. Oh my god, I put it literally under the bottom sheet. Got it. We're good. I think I need a snack. I have some Siete grain-free lime tortilla chips as well as some Baba small batch hummus in the avocado and cilantro flavor. I was looking for guacamole, but the only guacamole the store had was in like giant containers, and so I went with the next best thing. I think it's hummus with guacamole in it. Yeah, the first ingredient is garbanzo beans and the second ingredient is guacamole. So it's a more beany guacamole. For lunch, I just grabbed this Urban Remedy tahini bowl with raw falafel and seed mix. They had a few different options and this one basically had the most calories, which is why I picked it, because I didn't want to spend a ton of money on something that was like 250 calories. I am 100% that person that just brings food everywhere just to make sure I have something to eat that is kind of compliant with the way I like to eat, and also gluten-free because I have celiac disease, so I have to be gluten-free. And so I kind of actually grew up like bringing food with me, because when was I diagnosed? I was diagnosed in 4th grade. Back then, no one knew what celiac disease was, no one knew what gluten-free meant, and so I had to have food with me. And so I've just grown up with that and gotten used to it. And it has been so useful in trying to stick to all the various diets that I've done, as well as just trying to maintain an overall healthy diet when I go out to events like this or do random other stuff where there's not necessarily going to be the best quality food or the healthiest food or gluten-free food. So if you're someone who has certain dietary restrictions or just likes to maintain a certain kind of diet just to be healthy, I highly recommend that you just plan ahead and bring food with you. If you have to go to events, like, don't stress about the event, just bring food. A lot of people let events like this get in their way where they know they're not gonna have any healthy options, so they either freak out about it, don't go to the event, and then develop like a not so great relationship with health, or they end up at these events and just say screw it and end up binging on all of the unhealthy food. So if you just take the time to plan ahead and go to the store and get stuff or make stuff at home, I usually prefer to make stuff at home because it's a lot cheaper, like a lot cheaper. But I was up until about 5 a.m. the night before editing, and that kind of ate into my prep time for this. So I ended up just having to go to the store and buy stuff, but honestly, like, this food has been really good and I'm not complaining. I just got home. My hair is a complete disaster. My face is a little sunburnt, but I had a lot of fun. Now I'm just praying that everything I said was actually audible, because I know that there was a lot of car noise going on in the background, so I apologize if it was a little hard to hear what I was saying in the previous clips. It's now Sunday evening, and usually the weekends are my big work days. Like, I get a lot of work done on the weekends, and this weekend clearly I was not able to get much done because I didn't even have my computer with me, and so I'm a little thrown off as to what to do with myself and how to approach this week coming up. But I think I'm gonna get a handle on it, and I think I'm just gonna go with the flow and kind of take the rest of the day to just get other stuff done that I've been needing to get done, like clean my room, do laundry, all of that fun stuff. But for now, I'm going to head off to the gym. Somehow I was able to do all that and not miss a workout. Usually I do lift Monday through Saturday and then take Sunday off, but yesterday I was completely out of town. So took the day completely off. Now I'm lifting today, and then I'll start again on Monday. With the original plan, I didn't even think I was gonna get back in time to do this workout, so I was just gonna skip it and be totally fine with that and then just start over on Monday. But now that I have time, I might as well go get my workout in. But I do think that, like, being able to go to like fun events and do fun things and go with the flow and not let them get in the way of your fitness goals or stress you out or be a reason for you to quit or obsess over something is really, really important. Whether you're trying to lose fat or build muscle, it is really important to have a set plan in place and try as hard as you can to stick to that plan. But also, just being human and living a normal life, it's really important to also be able to go with the flow, recognize when it's okay to step away from your plan, it's okay to take a little bit of time off or do something a little bit differently and deviate from the plan a little bit, because that's what makes life so much fun, is being able to go do the fun things, not being a slave to your fitness goals. You know, events like the one I just went to are not really conducive to being healthy or living a healthy lifestyle, but A, it was fun and I wanted to go, and B, I wanted to support my boyfriend because I like being like a good girlfriend, you know? And so for me, it was important for me to go. And so I did what I could to maintain my plan and my lifestyle. You know, I packed my own food, but if I didn't hit my calories or if I went over my calories, I wasn't gonna worry about it. I also was totally fine with not getting in my last workout for this week. Thankfully, I was back in time to be able to do it, but like, if I hadn't been here to do it, it would have been completely okay. Part of making long-term change, whether it's fat loss or muscle building or just maintaining a healthy lifestyle, is about building it around a healthy, sustainable lifestyle. And there's nothing sustainable about letting your fitness goals control your life and control what you go do and control your social situations and all of that. You need to learn how to still maintain your lifestyle, but also incorporate things that are fulfilling in other ways. And with that being said, I would like to get to the gym before the 6 p.m. rush. So I am going to head out of here so that I can get a little bench to do my dumbbell rows on and all of that good stuff, and just leave you here with those words of wisdom that I hope you liked. If you did like them, please give the video a big thumbs up because it really does support me and my channel. Feel free to check out some more free health and fitness advice over here. Feel free to share this video with your friends and your family and your fitness buddies. Share it on Facebook, share it on Instagram. If you post on Instagram, I'll regram you on my story. Subscribe for more health and fitness related content. Make sure you hit that notification button though so you get notified about the content. And I will see you very, very soon. Bye.